Welcome to Blackburrow with 64 players. When's the last time you saw that? Come on, this is awesome. Okay, you might not recognize me. I know I look a little different. I'm here in Blackburrow. I see a split paw commander, which is red, so I'm going to stay away from that. Man, I really want that green, though. Or that blue, I should say. So, a lot has happened. I'm level 9. I'm close to level 10. I'm very excited about level 10 because I get a new skill. I think it's called the Dragon Claw. Something like that. Dragon Punch, Tiger Claw. Oh, I really want that one too. Ooh, this guy's gonna die. I should probably try to help him out here. But I don't know that I can save him from dying. And that brings me to one of the things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to do a little, by the way, okay, so what time is it? It is Saturday, October 7th, 10:52 p.m., 2023, on the East Coast. Oh yeah, this guy's dead. And so we're not quite a week into this server yet. We're just shy of a week. And it has been pretty awesome. I've mostly played this monk. I did start 2 other characters, a mage and a rogue. And I'm pretty well convinced after trying those characters that there is an XP penalty for monks, but that those characters aren't very high level. This is definitely my highest level character. In fact, I want to... Is this thing blue or... Okay. I want to actually die before I hit level 10. I'll tell you why in a second. I do have 12 Gnoll things, which I can turn into Quainos. So, we're about a week into the server, almost. I believe the highest level character, let's see, 45, 50. So there's this bard named Peeve, who's level 46. That may not be the highest level character. There may be someone that's anonymous. But it goes to show you that, like, there's some real power levels, which we all expected. We all knew that would happen. And a bard, you know, they get swarm kiting. But there could be some druid or mage that's level 50 already. We don't know. So, it just never ends. It never ends. That's kind of the story of Blackburrow. Even with 64 people in the zone. I gotta loot that corpse before someone runs by and loots it. So far, I'm liking the server a lot. I will say, I have not played P99 since this launched. I'm not done with P99. In fact, the reason why I haven't been recording, you know, every level is because I don't know how long this server is going to last. It's a little chaotic here. I don't know if this server is going to have the longevity that P99 has had. I still consider P99 to be my main server. Oh, yes. Give me that. Oh, I think I'm going to die. Let's see. Where's this one con? Blue? Yeah, I'm probably going to die. Unless Mend pops up, although Mend has not been very successful. Wow, look at that. Being looted by exclamation mark client. I might be able to kill this thing. So the server's pretty good. I got a couple complaints. We're about a week in, so some of these things might get fixed. Number 1, I do not like this UI. Okay, this is the default UI. Oh no, now I'm definitely dead. I'm definitely dead. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Because this will just port me back to Quainos and I don't lose XP yet. I also don't lose my corpse, so all that gear that I have on, it's going to spawn on me. Oh! I'm alive! I'm being bandaged. Oh my gosh, I think I moved after she started bandaging me. 11 warrior, wow. Cool. Oh, let me destroy this. I think I figured out... Let me thank her. I think I figured out that 15 is the magic weight, although when you're this low on health, your agility goes down and that affects your AC. I might as well loot this because I'm probably going to die on purpose here. Because I actually don't want to ding here. Because if I ding here... Okay, let me... Oh! Another one! This is so awesome. So I can either turn these in Hallis or Quainos. Okay. Yeah, see what she just said. I wasn't sure if you were trying to port. Okay, so all the way up through level 9, if you die... That guy has a very similar name to me. Zane and Zanes. All the way up to level 9, if you die, I'm being bandaged again, you don't lose your corpse or you don't have a corpse. You just port back to your bind point. You don't lose XP. All your stuff stays on you. In fact, if you see people die, you don't even see a corpse. They just poof. So that's kind of a pro and a con of this server. Obviously, it's not classic at all. But it's kind of nice because it's a quick way. Like, I remember on the night that the server launched, everyone was doing that Bard quest, and they were just killing themselves as soon as they got the Bard envelope, so that they would port back to Quainos and turn it in. Oh, I thought that thing was coming at me. Okay, so what I was going to say, as soon as I ding level 10, I will lose my corpse, but I won't lose XP, apparently. And then at level 11, it becomes the normal way, where you lose your corpse and XP. So if I were to ding level 10 and then die here, I would have to run back for my corpse. If I die right before I turn level 10, I don't have to do that. All my stuff comes back with me. So there's an obvious advantage to me. I'm not going to tell her this because I half think she's bandaging me to boost her bind wounds skill, which is totally fine. That's one of the things I don't like, though. Like, I would have preferred it be the classic way, but I'm not going to be too critical because they never expressly stated that they were going for a totally classic experience. And some of that stuff, I don't even know if it's possible. Oh, thank God Mend went up. And I worsened my wounds. Well, good thing she's here to bandage me. I don't know who this person is, by the way. Okay, and it looks like there's some drama here. Yeah, I don't want to kill this thing. Go ahead, take it. It's all yours. In fact, I might just drown. That might be the fastest way to do this. The other thing going along with that same line of thinking that I don't like about this server so far is they're using these crappy old skeleton models and wolf models, and I'm sure there's others. I really, God forbid, I hope they did not use the orc model, the new orc model with the stupid ponytail on it. I hate all these new models. I want them to use the old models, just like on P99. I want the old skeleton, I want the old wolf, all that stuff. Yep, I think I'm gonna have to drown myself. Or, oh, I can let these blood razors eat me, or razor gills. I tried to pull one of these on its own earlier, and I could not. My swimming skill's not bad, by the way. 20? Since heading, I've had a hell of a time getting up. Oh, I just got eaten alive. Still alive? Now I'm dead. Okay, so I don't like the UI. I don't like the models. I hope they change the models back. I know eventually they brought these models into the game, but if that's like a Luckland model, don't release it till Luckland. Like, that's my idea. And the game did give you a bunch of these. Like, these are all default. I haven't downloaded any UIs. I've tried all these. I hated all of them. The default is the least offensive to me. I don't hate it. I just don't really like it. I would rather have the Velius UI. I know it's old school, but I guess I'm an old school kind of guy, you know? That's why I'm playing a 24-year-old game. So, I want to go turn... Actually, I could ding here. I could find one of these... maybe the Queen Clicknick is up. I haven't killed her yet. She's on my list. So first I'm gonna tell you my pros and cons of this server so far, my impressions, and then I'm gonna tell you my pros and cons of the monk class. So I talked about the UI, I talked about the models. I wish they would change the models back. Come on, just give me something blue. Could even be light blue. Some of these beetles, they stay blue and light blue for a while. I think Queen Clicknick would actually be yellow to me. Let's see, what's that there? Fire beetle? No, it's not gonna do it. Other than that, the XP, the corpse thing I talked about, that's kind of a pro and a con. Like, I'm definitely taking advantage of it. I originally did not. I wanted to die as few times as possible in this walkthrough, but then I realized, oh, perfect. Then I realized I died like 50 times, and I was just like, screw it. It's a faster way to just port back to my bind point, sell some stuff, whatever. Like, it's so much more efficient. All those people night one that I was shaming for killing themselves at the Bard NPC so they could turn in the note faster, I didn't actually do that, but I have done it with like Blackburrow, like what you just saw me do. Another pro that I've liked about this server so far, a week in, the population. It's also kind of a pro and a con because it makes for... There was a stretch where it was really hard to find anything to kill, but look at Blackburrow, 64 people in Blackburrow. Like, I love how lively that is. This should ding me right here. It's been very lively, very fun, and I really enjoy that. I mean, it really does feel like old school EQ. And it's funny because I look at some of the numbers. Come on. I look at some of the numbers when I log into the server and it shows you how many people are online. It's about the same as what... Oh, I got a message. Your items will no longer stay with you when you respawn on death. You will now need to return to your corpse for your items. Okay, so I think it would say if I also lost XP. So that's interesting. And we'll do the turn in and we'll see how much I get. But I want to train that new skill. But actually, let me do the turn-ins first, then I'll train the skills. So it's been awesome seeing so many people, so many, like, there's obviously new players, because I've seen a lot of people asking questions like, what should I do? How do I bind? And all that kind of stuff. So it's been really fun. The downside is, oh, let me just make the population point. So sometimes, ooh, a dark elf. That's rare. Nanak. Sometimes I'll see someone, I'll see the same population as P99, but it feels more populated. Why is that? Because P99, I've been seeing this guy, by the way, Raj. Him and I have been on like the exact same leveling path, and he's the same level as me. The population on P99 is top heavy, so it's mostly higher level players. So you're not going to see them in these lower level zones like this. So that's the difference. Like this, the population could be the same on this server as P99, but you'll see more players because they're in, you know, Blackburrow, and I'm sure Crushbone and all that kind of stuff is very populated. So it's been a lot of fun. I mean, they did this thing a couple days in where they were like, okay, we're going to boost the spawn rate because there's too many players. Like there's not enough stuff to kill. And stuff was respawning after like a minute. So players were just camping the same bind spot, mob bind spot, or mob spawn spot over and over. It was pretty funny. It was also kind of sad because like you're sitting there killing the same Gnoll once a minute. I don't know. It was a little weird. And apparently they turned that off, I guess because they assumed the population dropped, which it kind of did because it was like 4,000 on that first couple days, and now it's down to like 1,500, 2,000. It's typically between 1,000 and 2,000 when I log on. I did log on early in the morning before I went to work a couple times, and it was like, I think it was like 500 people, but that was like 6 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, let's turn these in. What else do I not like? There's been some quests that have been broken that, I mean, whatever, it's a small, where's the ramp? There it is. It's not a big deal. I can show you when I go to the bank. I did this quest where I have to collect taxes, and one of the NPCs, just one, is broken, so I can't do the full quest. And that could also be a me error. But generally, yeah, I think they've done a good job with this server. And people have been generally quite kind, which surprises me a little bit. Okay, so I can do 4 to this guy. 2, 3. I don't want to turn them in stack just in case. Some people have been... Whoa. Oh, I did not consider that. I don't have nearly enough slots for this. Okay, let me turn these in too. And you can learn something. Maybe you didn't know about this quest. So you get these little moonstones. Oh, I could have attacked that guy. I've always thought, I want to attack someone in the arena here as we're all going to turn in these Gnoll fangs. Oh, well, he would have kicked my ass anyway, so maybe it's a good thing I didn't. Some people have been doing this thing that has really pissed me off where, in fact, that barbarian female warrior, she's the opposite. In fact, let me put her on my friends list. I mean, she's friendly. I don't know if she's a friend, but she was very kind. So they'll watch you die basically while you're fighting. Like, let's say you're in a close fight with an even con mob or even a blue mob, and it's like you're 10% and the mob is 10%, and oh, now you're 3% and the mob is 6%. It's like, okay, you're probably gonna die, and you do die, and there will be someone that just runs up and watches, and they could help you. They could just finish the mob off like that female barbarian just did for me. But they're like, no, I want this guy to die so I can get a free kill on this mob that's like super low health. And I think that's crap. I would never do that. I think it's BS. I've had quite a few players do that. I don't like it. I'm just gonna say that. I don't like it. I think it's a dick move. But those are the exceptions, okay? For the most part, people have been very kind. So you turn in these moonstones, and I actually, they stack the Blackburrow stout that they give you. So, and then I just sell it back because I don't need to worry about alcohol tolerance. It's a pointless skill. And the XP you can see is still pretty good. The XP for the Moonstone turn-in isn't that great, but for the Fang turn-in it is. And I think it's actually better in Quanos than it is in Hallis, but I like getting the faction in Hallis. I did turn summon in Hallis already. So yeah, for the most part, people have been friendly. You know, there's been people that have been casting So at the gate. Players that have already hit like level 9 if they're a Shaman, 14 if they're a Druid. I really appreciate that. Okay, that's the server. I generally like it. I want to get the Velius UI. I might actually be able to get that. And I just don't. I just have to download it. Yeah, there's just all this stuff, like, I can't remember if the let's see. Is the alternate? Yeah, like stuff like this. I don't even want to see this until Lucklin comes out. Okay, I get that this is part of this UI, but just make it so you can't even see it until freaking Lucklin comes out. I'm not anti-AA. I love AAs. I'm not as anti-Lucklin as most people are, but I don't want to see it until Lucklin comes out. All right, let's keep turning these in. Now let me talk about the monk class, because I gotta say, I had a negative impression of monks prior to being one. This is really my first time playing a monk. And, oh, I should have sold that fire beetle eye. Safe fall. Didn't work that time. And I kind of thought, okay, I've seen so many assholes playing monks that it must be something about the class that turns you into an asshole. Maybe because you're so high DPS, maybe because you have a get out of jail free card with feign death. Kezka. Oh, by the way, I've seen some really, not that that's one of them, but I've seen some really inappropriate names. I'll just leave it at that. Not gonna repeat them. I'm a little surprised they passed the, whatever the AI is that screens them. I know in P99 once, I purposely chose a really vulgar name just to see what would happen, and I was a Yurdite. Literally, I could not get out of a Rudin before some GM popped in and said, they froze me, and they were like, yeah, you need to change your name. It was pretty funny. Take that. So, I kind of thought all monks were assholes, and truthfully, most of the monks I played with were assholes. But I've actually really enjoyed being a monk. Where did he go? Where did he go? Are you still accepting? Okay, good. I need to sell this crap back to you. The thing that cracks me up about, and I am stereotyping here, obviously, but I just feel like a lot of players that play monks are kind of dicks. And I thought, well, am I going to turn into a dick? Like, that's why I didn't want to play a monk. I also just, it seemed like a less interesting version of a rogue to me. It's melee DPS. By the way, I've been really good DPS because between like dual wield and, I guess mainly dual wield, and hand to hand actually being good for monks, I've been killing mobs that I didn't think I could, and obviously round kick and whatever the new one. And I have a question about that in a minute, but I'll do that when I train. So I kind of thought I wouldn't enjoy being a monk, and now the advice I gave in that last video where I scored monks pretty highly for new players, I think that was pretty good, because as a new player, this would have been a really good class. So I'm enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. Mend, I can't, some of this stuff that people think of when they think of monks, like, oh, you can feign death. Well, obviously I can't do that yet. You can mend. Mend for me has been a total, I can't even call it a crapshoot. It just straight up doesn't work for me. Like mend, look at that, 2 orange. And I'll get a little bit from turning the moonstones as well. Mend has been awful for me. So I would say, and the skill is only 33 for me, and a lot of that has been in just the last couple levels. what would I say? 95 out of 100 times that I press mend, it says you failed at healing yourself or something like that. 4% of the time, I hurt myself from doing mend, and maybe 1% of the time it actually heals me. I know as you get higher in the skill, that'll change. Eventually, it'll get to the point where you can't, well, realistically, you don't fail very often, and you don't hurt yourself very often. Where did he go? He's still over here? Oh, just staring in the corner. Oh, I get it. He's filling up at the barrel. Got it. So, despite mend not working, it's just been kind of a fun journey. And I didn't really expect it to be, so I'm pleasantly surprised. I like the monk class. Maybe monk is my future. What I really wanted to do on this server is be one of those 2-hand blunt monks, because I just love the idea of, because I think monks get triple attack at some point, maybe level 60. I love the idea of being a high DPS monk. I really like that. I'm not really that yet, but a 2-hand blunt I think would make it even better, just more fun. Watch what happens when I press mend. It says, oh, wow, I healed. Okay, see, that's where I didn't even have anything to heal, but I healed. So yeah, I've been having fun. I like, I played a rogue on a progression server a few years ago. God, at this point it was probably like 17 years. I think it was 2006. There was a progression server on live. And I loved it. I had never played a monk or a rogue before. I loved it. I loved being melee DPS. I loved ending raids with like the highest DPS or top 3 or whatever. It was so much fun. And I just kind of thought, well, that's probably the pinnacle of a melee class, so monks I wouldn't enjoy as much. And I already talked about the other monks I had met. By the way, here's the quest I tried to do. I got all these taxes, and this is the list of, well, whatever, it's just a list of people. It won't let me right-click in the bank. But the damn thing, the last one I couldn't get, so whatever. Is that a combinable container? I assume it is, because if you have to turn it in. Yeah, it is, okay. Yeah, the halfling wouldn't work. I could actually show that, because it's right near the monk guild when I... Anyway, I never really thought I would enjoy monks, but I have been really shocked at... I can see how monks are a good melee DPS. Now, let me show you the skills here. I know that it says I'm maxed on hand-to-hand. That is a very recent phenomenon. So you just saw me level 9 ding to level 10. It was seriously level 9 that my hand-to-hand finally progressed past, like, 20. And the reason primarily was I was using this in the main hand. Griff, I like that name. I was using the staff in the main hand, so it was only my offhand that was raising hand-to-hand, which dual wield is not super efficient yet at this level, so that's why it was going up so slow. So then I started just doing hand-to-hand, and it eventually raised up at level 9. The other skills, like Mend, has been super slow. Sense Heading has been very slow. I created this little hotkey. I did, on one of my earlier videos, I showed about this. Do ability, pause, do ability. So basically it makes it so that when you click it once, it'll actually do it 3 times. So it'll make the skill go up faster. And what else has been super slow? Defense was super slow, but that's another one that really came on around level 8, 9. Offense was pretty quick to go up. Round kick was pretty quick to go up. Okay, so let me show you the monk guild, and I'm going to train this new skill. And now I have a question for all you monk people out there. I have a total newbie monk question. Again, this is one of the few classes in the game that I never played, and I'm just not very familiar with. So I've got round kick and I've got kick, right? And I can't use them both. And I understand that. All these monk skills, they don't stack. You can't use them all. So I've got, eventually I'll get Eagle Strike, Flying Kick, Round Kick I already have. Where's the new one? Tiger Claw. Here we go. Let's train it. And actually, might as well max it out, right? Yeah. Oh, I should have checked. There's nothing else that I get at level 10, right? It's a little too late now, but... Oh, I get block at 12. Good, good, good. Okay. Oh, double attack. Can't wait for that. Okay, so all these things like Dragon Punch, Eagle Strike, Flying Kick. What's the other one? Tiger something? Is that the one I just trained? Yeah, Tiger Claw, Round Kick. I don't understand what the difference between all of them is. That's my confusion. So, let's see, Tiger Claw. Let's see what it actually looks like. Maybe that'll help me understand. Okay, so if I press... So, here's what I do understand. Let's say I'm a Barbarian Warrior. I know that I can't press... I get Slam at level 1, and then like 4 or 5 you get Kick as a Barbarian Warrior, right? I know that I can't do both at once, because if I press Slam, Kick grays out. If I press Kick, Slam grays out. So you have to pick which one you want to use. And you might say, well, why would you use Slam over Kick, or vice versa? Well, if you Kick, you're going to do more damage, but you don't get the stun effect that you can get from Slam. Vice versa. If you do Slam, it's going to do less damage, but you'll get a stun effect. Potentially. So it's like, oh, okay, I see. Maybe you'll use Slam in situations where you want to interrupt casting or something like that. I don't understand what all those things I just showed, what they do. Like, I had Kick, and then I got Round Kick. Now, I did notice that Round Kick does more damage than Kick. Maybe that's the answer. But now, is Tiger Claw going to do more damage than Round Kick? Because Kick was maxing out at like 8 damage, and Round Kick was doing up to 12. So does that mean that Tiger Claw will now do more damage than Round Kick? And is that the case with all these, like Eagle Strike and Flying Kick? Do they just keep going up in damage? Is that the only difference? Like, I'm trying to understand the way that Slam and Kick are different. where like there's pros and cons to each. What are the different pros and cons? Is it just damage? Because I would wonder if like, is that green? No, it's not. I want something blue. Got to go to the hills, I guess. Is there more to it than just, oh, it's more damage? Because how much damage could Flying Kick, which I think is the last one, level 30, how much more damage could that really be? Oh, thank God when Mend went up. Am I doing as much damage with Flying Kick at level 50 as a rogue is with Backstab? Like, it can't just keep going up and up and up. Like, that's way too much damage, I would think, compared to like a rogue. It's like, there has to be something that gives rogues more damage. Maybe it goes up, but not as much as Backstab. But I'm also wondering if there's some other advantages. Like, would it ever be the case that you would elect to use, you know, Round Kick over Tiger Claw? Like, is there some other benefit where, oh, Round Kick refreshes faster, or Tiger Claw has a aggro negating effect on the mob, or like a temporary blind effect or something? I don't know. Like, that's what I'm trying to understand about all these monk skills that I don't understand. So if you're a monk master, which I think monks are actually called masters once they get above level 50. I can't remember what all the titles are. I want to know what the difference is, because I'm truly lost. Is this thing being attacked by someone, or is it just lower hit points? Okay, maybe it killed someone. Let's try out Tiger Claw. Well, first I want to see how it looks. Oh yeah, I've seen that one before. So that's the other thing. I know that there's a different animation for all these skills. So what did that do? It says strike for 1. Okay, obviously it's a low level skill. It's not going to do as much damage as Round Kick. But did it work? At that time it did 4. And then what I don't know also is if it's doing it faster. Like, does it refresh faster than Round Kick? And I looked on the wiki, because that's the obvious answer. And I know I could just Google this, and I'm sure someone's made a guide, but the wiki didn't say anything. It was just like, replaces this, replaces that. Like, replaces Round Kick. Okay, cool. What else? What else does it do? Does it do more damage? It didn't say. What else did I want to say about monks? Okay, so I got all this gear. It might be easier to do it this way. So I got raw silk boots, gloves, bracer, arms, chest, and this is actually spiked collar, has stats on it. That's from Blackburrow. 3 armor class, 3 strength. I bought that. I didn't kill the mob that drops it. And then, of course, I have this, which is the second quest item for the headbands. So I've done 2 of the headband quests so far. And the third one, I can't remember what I need, but one of the things I want to do, because Blackburrow is so crowded, I do enjoy it though, I want to go to do the bandits in West Corona, because that also has a turn-in, much like the Gnoll fangs, which is pretty good. Oh, I almost have a full stack of bone chips. They've been selling for about 2 plat. I saw one person selling them for 1 plat, one person selling them for 2 plat, so I don't know what the market is yet. It's also just the case that most people don't have much plat, and that was me too. Like, I didn't have a ton of plat, but a lot, because people don't have plat, they sell this stuff cheaper. Like, all these items, this was 2 gold. This was like 1 plat or 2 plat. Like, people are selling this stuff pretty cheap. I did see someone selling the other monk quest item, the waste slot, but I couldn't afford it. He wanted 20 plat. I have 10 plat, so I couldn't afford it. That one is quested in Freeport, so I want to eventually get over there and do those quests. I also had a cloth helmet that was better than the first, but now I think this is the second headband. I think this one's better. So the gear's been pretty cheap, and I've mostly got my money from just, you know, selling rusty weapons, doing those Gnoll turn-ins, all that kind of stuff. The Bard turn-in gives you... I did that from like level 1 to 4, not exclusively, but to supplement XP. And the other thing that I figured out, I talked about the weight limit, that I didn't really understand that. I think I figured it out. I think it's 15 pounds, and I did read in the wiki that it goes up. I noticed that once my weight hits 15, I start to lose armor class. By the way, that's pretty good armor class. I like that. I like that monks get this AC bonus. And this copper probably isn't going to bring me down to 12. No, it's not going to bring me down to 12. But if I did go down to 12, my AC wouldn't go up. It's kind of like a soft cap. Like 15 pounds, I start to lose a little AC. But if I went up to like 25 pounds, I would lose even more AC. And every weight after 15, you lose AC. I've also seen Pizjin, the woman that everyone seems to want to kill. Oh, look, this Gnoll is swimming in not water, and its mouth is open. Interesting. So Pizjin is up there, and what's been happening is people haven't been killing her, because apparently the glowing black stone that she drops, she doesn't drop it all the time, and even when she does drop it, if you're not at least level 15, you can't loot it. Oh man, Mend is actually working right now. Like, it has not been working for me at all. So anyway, I want to go to West Corona. I might show that a little bit. Now, you might be wondering, okay, are you abandoning the Jane's walkthrough? No, I'm not. Oh, is this thing even yet? It's still red. Wow. At level 10, it's still red. Let's see how many people are here now. 50. Okay, we're down a little bit, which is a good thing. So, early on when I got here, by the way, that up there was my favorite Gnoll to kill, because well, not this guy knows about it, obviously, but a lot of people don't know about that Gnoll that spawns up there. When this zone was just like super over camped, this one would normally be up, because people didn't look up to see it, I guess. And that guy just got another one. There's been... let's see if he's dying, because I don't want to be that guy. Nah, he's probably got that level 7. So no, I'm not abandoning the Jane's walkthrough. I'm just really enjoying this right now. I'm enjoying how populated and lively this server is. And I'm enjoying playing a monk. I've really never played a monk before. I want to be a 2-hand blunt monk, but I was looking at the wiki. It doesn't seem like there's many 2-hand blunt weapons. Honestly, there's none that are good at this level. I hate to steal this guy's thing, but it did attack me. Strike for 5. That'll probably, as the skill goes up, it'll probably outdamage round kick. I hope. Otherwise, I'm going back to round kick. Because I got round kick maxed. And I didn't see the point in maxing kick, because I feel like I'm never going to use it again. Like, why would I ever use that over round kick? What's round kick at? 50. I guess I could use round kick just to boost that up to max. Although I don't know that I need to. Necromancer blood. Wow. I wonder what drops that. So, yeah, I'm just doing this for now. In fact, because I'm not doing like a level by level walkthrough, I might just do like one video every 20 levels or something. I don't know. Like, I'm obviously moving at a pretty accelerated pace here because I've been playing it a lot lately. Or maybe I'll just do one giant Project Quarm video. Oh no, my buddy, Raj! I've been seeing this guy. Him and me have been on the same leveling path. Poor guy. Probably just died, though, 13 minutes ago, I guess. What was that message again? It said I'm now going to lose my corpse. Oh, it's probably gone. Too many turn-ins. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. It would be kind of cool if I just did one massive Project Quarm video where I update you every 10 levels, but then I don't release the video until I'm level 50. And it's just one giant Quarm video. I don't think I'm going to do that. But this is me for now. I've had a lot of fun on this server. One last thing I want to mention, which should be detectable, you tell me. I'm actually surprised no one's ever commented this on my video. You might notice that when I turn quickly on my other videos, the ground looks really blurry. I mean, it looks a little bit blurry here, but why isn't this guy attacking me if he's blue? Dual wield also seems to be on its own. It's going higher than all my other skills, so it looks like it has a higher max that I can reach. So the thing with the blurriness, I'm surprised no one's mentioned it. I use OBS to record. I up the bitrate. I found that when I was trying to find something else related to recording. I was trying to record this weird dimension because I can't seem to find the same dimension that I use. Resolution, I should say, for P99. Anyway, I found, unrelated to that, I found this whole bitrate thing, and I was like, let me try to boost the bitrate. Because that blurriness that you see when I turn, I don't see it in the game. I just see it in the recording back. So I upped the bitrate to like 70. I think that's the number. I can't remember. Maybe it was in the hundreds. And then I did a before and after, and I could see that it was getting rid of that blurriness effect. Ooh, another one. These are so good. Look at this. I'm almost halfway through this level already, and I just dinged. So yeah, I upped that, and that seemed to have gotten rid of it, or at least reduced it. So I hope that will improve my... Like, that'll carry over to P99, because it's OBS either way. It's just the recording settings on OBS. So hopefully now my videos will be less blurry. I'm kind of surprised no one ever said, hey man, your videos are kind of blurry. Up your bitrate. Not that I'm relying on you all. Oh, I am relying on you to explain to me the monk thing. Okay, I'm going to keep practicing Tiger Claw. I'll be back. I don't know. Maybe this will be the end of this video, and I'll just do another one for the next 10 levels. Or maybe I'll just do one giant Quarm video. What would you rather see? Well, if you're seeing this now, it probably means I split them up. Okay, bye. Play Project Quarm. It's good. Bye.